definitely. I won't say they're poles apart. I was probably there when things were starting to change. I think probably back, I'll be showing my age here now, but back in about 2006 when Donny Buckley came on the scene. Um, we were playing wing. I was playing wing forward, and he basically was saying the role was changing at that point. Now we probably were slower than a few other teams and adapting to it. But you look at what Pierce is doing, and Pierce probably plays a bit of a hybrid centre back slash wing forward because he has a ridiculous engine and is always looking. He's always Clare's outlet. The way the role has changed, let's face it, you're probably not going to be getting three, four, five chances at taking scores, but you're probably expected to still get there and get up to get maybe one or two or be the second last link on the chain, we'll say. But primarily you have to get back, you have to fill those wider channels, you have to be the presser coming out against when the Clare team like the last day can halt Limerick around 45, then you have to become the aggressor and get the press out. So there's an awful lot of more responsibilities placed on your shoulders there, and it's unglamorous, it's tough. It's like probably Dermot did 50 minutes the last day. That's a good stint at that amount of work. Like he probably put up a lot of mileage in that, and there's a lot of physical contact with players tackling. It's definitely I'd say probably one of the hardest. I'd always say it's one of the hardest roles on the field because you're neither here nor there. You can be covering a lot of ground and not actually think you're affecting the game, but it's important for this defensive system for Clare that they get back in time, and obviously then they can be effective when they get there and they can affect the play when they get there. But there were two good options there in Pierce and Dermot at this stage. They understand the role and they're willing to work for it too. So
absolutely. And Mark, obviously lining out at the edge of the square at the minute for St. Brecon, so would you concur that the half forward is the most difficult role on the pitch?
100%, yeah. It's not called the graveyard shift for nothing for it. Yeah, it's God, even at club level, and there is no comparison club to intercounty. They're almost like two different sports. But yeah, the data like that the lads I'm sure are able to get at the end of a game from a GPS. I mean, they're probably covering 11, 12, 13 kilometers if someone ends up. And I don't know how Pierce does it. I think he's made. Yeah, it's just absolutely fabulous. I mean, the harder it is for Pierce, the more he relishes the challenge of it. I was actually made a note there, like late on in the game, like he made this outrageous burst. It was like a 60-meter run, 68, 69 minutes gone in the game. It's really, really impressive athleticism that those lads playing in the 10 and 12 box are able to do that.